Good day, everyone. So this time, I will be discussing with you the second to the last topic in this subject. So bridging the gap, understanding the use of neuroscience in the early years. So in this, we will be tackling all about the problems or understanding the use of neuroscience in early years. First, we're going to define what is neuroscience. So neuroscience, it is the study of the brain and the central nervous system. Meaning, the scientists here investigate a wide of topics related to the brain and nervous system. Let's start first with the terminologies. So first we have neurons. So what is neurons? Neurons, it is brain cells which carry messages through an electrochemical process. In short, these neurons are those ginatawag na brain cells. Next, we have synapse. So this is wiring and networks between neurons. Next, we have synaptic pruning. So it is a process which eliminates weaker synaptic connections while stronger connections are kept and strengthened. Meaning, amo ni siya ang naga-eliminate sa mga wala synaptic or mga weak na sa mga synaptic connection while ang mga strong is gina-keep and gina-strengthen pa. Next, we have synaptogenesis. So this is the formation of synapses between neurons. Meaning, ang synaptogenesis, ang formation sa mga synapses between the neurons. Next, we have synaptogenocide. This is the loss of dying of synapses between neurons. Meaning, ang synaptogenesis is the formation sa mga synapses while the synaptogenocide are the losing or dying of synapses between neurons. Next, window of opportunity. So this is sometimes called as sensitive period. So the idea that the young child's brain is open to experience of a particular kind of certain points in development. So each neuron is specifically defined or designed to bring information to cell body and take information on away from the cell body. So neurons have specialized extension code. First, we have dendrites and axons. So first, we're going to define what is dendrites. So dendrites, amo ni siya ang nag-bring information to the cell body. While the axon, amo ni siya ang nag-take information away from the cell body. So this is considered as long wire connect one neuron to another neuron, dendrites. Next, the importance of development of conception to 3 years. So the first 1,000 days, it refers to the period from conception to child's second birth, meaning the isang 1,000 days is equivalent of 2 years and 8 months. So this period is very crucial for brain development as the fetal brain is almost entirely dependent on various factors during this time. So nutrition during this time is essential as it provides the building blocks of healthy brain development. So we all know that eating nutritious food could give benefits sa aton nga brain development, and not also sa brain development but also sa aton physical nga lawas. Next is we have breastfeeding. So it is recommended for its numerous benefits, including protection from infection and diseases, and building a strong physical and emotional bond between mother and baby. Meaning, ang breastfeeding naghahatag not only give benefits to the child alone, but also same with the mother, as it is the way nga makabuild some strong relationship between the mother and the baby. So breastfeeding is very important as it is recommended nga dapat i-practice sa isa ka mag-iloy or sa mama sa iya nga bata. Next is poor nutrition, smoking, heavier drinking, and recreational drug use during pregnancy can have irreversible effects on the baby's brain development and overall health. So, as we observe sa ato naman nga palibot nga, basta wala ang mga bata, wala nagakaon sa nutritious food, same also sa mga mother na nagabusong, nagasmoke, heavy drinking and recreational drug, maka-affect gid na siya sang may bad effect siya sa pagbusong sa isa ka nanay kag maka-affect man sang development sang brain sa isa ka bata nga rasulod sa tiyan and also sa overall nga health. Next, a modern lifestyle habits can lead to feelings of anxiety, uncertainty, and depression, which can negatively impact the baby's development. Meaning, whatever the lifestyle of the mother while she is in a pregnant stage, makalid ini siya sang anxiety, uncertainty, and depression nga makahatag man sang negative impact sa development sa isa ka bata. So the first 1,000 days are not only crucial for the baby but also for the mother because it needs support during this who needs support during this period of great change and upheaval or mga changes. Next, let's move on to the other effects of substance abuse on the fetus include. So first, we have the low birth weight. So makonsider ang bata nga low birth weight if 5.5 pound siya or 2.5 kilograms pagwa sa isa ka bata. Next is early delivery, meaning wala pa saktuhan nga 9 months nagbata na ang bata. Miscarriage or ang nagakahulugan ang mama. Hinder development, meaning wala mayo na develop ang bata sa sulod sa tiyan. Next is fetal alcohol syndrome or FASO. This is refer to a range of mental and physical defects that develop in a fetus as a result of high level of alcohol. Consumption during pregnancy. Defects of the face and body. So may tendency man na. Next is intellectual disability, heart problems, and death. So those are the other effects of substance abuse on the fetus. So next, we have facts about the growing brain. So brain development. So the human brain contains roughly 100 billion neurons, so brain cells, most of which are formed during the first 5 months after conception. However, the process of brain development is far from complete at this point, meaning during 5 months is not totally developed pa ang brain sa isa ka bata. Next is the brain is activity dependent, meaning it is partly depends on external stimulation to develop. This can be through play, communication, and warm and responsive relationship. So ang brain naton is activity dependent, meaning nagadepend siya to external stimulation to develop. Ang externally, it involves sa mga tao nga na-develop sa lamuha. And ma-develop niya siya through play, communication, warm, and responsive relationship. Next is synaptogenesis. The forming of network between neurons is highly prolific during early childhood. So this occurs directly as a result of stimuli that the baby is exposed to their environment. Meaning, kung sino nga mga taho ang nasalamuha sa bata, it could influence them. So, kung gasika-sika lang ka muna sa balay, maybe, amo man na ang makwire sa isa ka bata. But if sa sulod sa balay, kag nami ang pagtamdanay, nami ang relationship sa isa ka balay, meaning maka-affect man na siya sa bata. Next is, the quality of experience is in early brain development. So while exposure to vast and varied experiences may lead to a larger quantity of neuronal connection, those are unused will die off. Meaning, sang nag-experience sa mga bata, makabuligid na sa ilang brain development. Samtang ginapa-expose ang mga bata sa damo-damo ng mga experiences, it involved na nga damo na sang ma-experience ang mga bata sang ilang neuronal connection. Atong mga wala na gamit will die off or kakas. That is considered as synaptogenocide. So overproduction and running. So early brain development involved a large overproduction of synaptic connection. So some of this connection will become redundant and are subsequently pruned away. So kung damo na gina-experience ang mga bata at ulit-ulit na, so ang ibang nga mga na-experience nila is pruned away or i-cut na siya or ginakakat. Next, the early years of a child's life are arguably the most important period in terms of growth, learning, and development. So the significance of this is highlighted by Riley 2007, who states that the most important phase of experience-dependent synaptogenesis is though to be from birth to 3 years old. So from birth to 3 years old, those are the very important gid nga mga development sa mga bata. Meaning, dapat i-involve ta sila or expose ta sila sa mga mainly nga mga butang but good siya. Nga makahatag sa good effect or good influence sa bata. So, adults play a crucial role in shaping the developing brain through positive interaction, such as cuddles, sharing stories, talking, singing, and playing in the child. So, if you can still remember when we are young sa mga bata pa kita, some of our parents and most nagigya sa atong mga parents naga-share sang stories, ginahag kita nila, and kisaga, ga-istoryahanay gid. Naga-take time to talk with us, and also, naga-ginapakanta-kanta to nila, and also, naga-involve man na sila sa aton nga hampang. So the connection formed in early childhood have a lasting impact on a child's ability to learn and succeed in school and life. The early years are the best opportunity for a child's brain to develop the connection they need to be healthy, capable, and successful in the future, or successful adults. So next, we have building the social brain. So between 6 to 18 months, a baby's social intelligence is at its most sensitive, with neural network forming and strengthening in response to their experiences. So this network shape how the child organizes their experiences and interact with others. So high quality early childhood programs can make significant difference in promoting the social skills of babies and young children, especially for those deprived of warm, reciprocal relationship at home that provide a blueprint for social norms and expectation. Meaning ang blueprint diri nga ginatawag is ang mga guidance or mga plano. Meaning, ang high quality early childhood program is very important in order to promote the social skills sa mga babies and young children, especially atong mga bata nga wala naka-experience sang warm or reciprocal relationship sa ilang balay. Next is, research has shown the detrimental impact of maternal depression on an infant emotional, intellectual, language, and social development, highlighting the critical nature of these early social experiences. Providing a flexible routine with responsive interaction can help foster a sense of security and well-being in babies and young children, supporting the social development of their independence and social skills. Next, we have here a case study about the lunch time. Both those experiences demonstrate how responsive and sensitive intervention from the practitioner support babies and children in their quest for independence and self-control. So by supporting the diverse needs of children, practitioners can promote their understanding of time, patience, communicating their needs and thought, as well as how to be a member of a group. So practitioners therefore need to show sensitivity to children's current interest and support them in their explorations in order to best promote development of the brain. So for the continuation of this topic, I will give the floor to Sherah Chua.
Stress is a known inhibitor to early due to a chemical release in times of stress. And this chemical is cortisol, cortisol is a hormone produced by the adrenal glands, which are located on the top of the kidneys. It plays a crucial role in the body's stress response and helps regulate various functions such as metabolism, immune response, and blood sugar levels. Goldman highlights the significance of early experiences since the brain develops most quickly in the early years. As a result, it is the practitioner's duty to create the best environment possible for care and learning to occur. Additionally, building genuine and caring relationships with babies and children will prove invaluable in reassuring them and instilling a sense of security. And we have the getting the balance right. Important adults must strike a balance between providing for the emotional needs of children and overprotecting them. This is especially crucial for assisting the child learning coping mechanisms for when their anxiety is at its highest, because it causes the child to go into a fight or flight response. In terms of stressful situations, a certain amount of cortisol actually helps the child learn how to cope during times of their upset. This is according to Belsky et al. 1998. According to Gopnik, the importance of stimulating experiences and healthy attachments in affecting the formation of connections between the neurons and consequent brain growth. And we have the criticism of neuroscience. To make it short, the McDonald-Pugh program in cognitive neuroscience founder, Dr. John Brewer, is skeptical of what he perceives to be the overwhelming enthusiasm around the neuroscience. He points out also out how government authorities could manipulate study results to support their specific stance on birth to 3 years old, thereby taking advantage of fearful parents and professionals. For example, we have the language acquisition can occur during adulthood as well as childhood, therefore rendering the notion of critical periods and related learning interventions somewhat erroneous. It is for the reason that Brewer refutes the concept of critical periods, which is the brain's plasticity allows lifelong learning of vocabulary growth, and IQ measures are linked to experience, exposure to new words and ideas. Humans can thus benefit from such exposure at any time of life. When we say brain plasticity, it is the ability of nervous system to change its activity in response to intrinsic or extrinsic stimuli by reorganizing its structure, functions, or connections. And we have the from theory to practice what students have told us. I've been teaching childcare and education for 10 years, and I've noticed a problem. We focus too much on old theories about how child grow and learn. Because of this, many people working with children aren't using newer, more relevant-ish ideas that could help them in their daily work. Early childhood educators can gain a better understanding of children's brain development and by also utilizing neuroscience, and it is advised that staff members required nationwide training to accomplish this and clear up any misunderstandings. In conclusion, neuroscience can help practitioners understand children's brain development better. To achieve this, nationwide training is recommended to familiarize staff and correct misconceptions. However, the training needs to be delivered by experts to be practical and effective. To ensure that there is a change locally and nationally, neuroscientific findings should be incorporated into early years policy and practice across England. This will take time and require careful monitoring by designated practitioners. And that's all for our reporting. Thank you.